Hello, everyone. This is John Savage of Unwind Financial. It's been quite some time since my last post. I've had a lot going on. We've had a few transitions with some things of working and whatnot. Now, doing some new opportunities, working with something new, which is a big project. Can't share yet, but I'm excited to be a part of it. So that's really cool. And yeah, 2025, definitely looking to do some new things and to continue to just grow on my channel and get better and just to bring more tips and education to people, and also to have my videos in most cases a little bit shorter as well. So today I'm just going to kind of talk on some crypto bits just real quick and a couple of things regarding investing versus trading. I'm not going to be long, but just a few minutes. So with that, let's get started. So right now, as you guys know, of course, a lot of people are talking about a lot of things, go into a lot of technicals when it comes to trading or investing with cryptocurrency or stock market. There's a lot of people out there. That's great. At the end of the day, what you want to do, whatever your goal is, why you're doing what you're doing, keep that in mind. You don't want to trade off emotion, which I totally agree with. I have done that. You don't want to trade off emotion because if you do, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. Sometimes you get fortunate and you pick something right at the right time at the right moment, but that can happen to anybody and it's not going to happen all the time. And then don't go off of what someone tells you to do just because they're telling you to do it. A lot of people have things out there on their channel to drive traffic, get your attention. I learn from different people online, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure whatever you're doing, whatever information you're taking it in with the purpose of benefiting you, your family, your investments, whatever you're trying to do. So knowing what your goals are and keeping things simple, don't complicate them because life is already complicated enough. And when you're looking at market risk, systemic risk, legislative risk, we're looking at things right now about TikTok, right? I don't think TikTok's going anywhere. That's me. I think when they said they're going dark, that's the best way to answer it. Sometimes silence is golden. You're waiting to see what happens next. And the fact that it's happening on a Sunday, as obviously it's very intentional, it's very strategic of why that was done. I think it's a waste of tax dollars and people's time and effort and energy when there's people on the streets here in America who are suffering. It's better to take those millions of dollars instead of wasting on doing nothing or trying to buffer progress to actually focus on helping people. So anyway, so those are systemic risks, right? For those who are investing in TikTok, those who are in Forex, that's something that's been new and getting into and learning right now. You don't want to just jump into that, but you definitely want to take your time to learn and have a plan and have a strategy and hone it into the strategies that you want to use and what works best for you that you understand. Stick with what you know and what you're learning and build off what you're learning and gain understanding. But some of the things I want to talk about real quick too, XCN, I've been looking at that for a while and seen that as a great opportunity. Been back and forth, like, is it with JP Morgan? Is it BlackRock? I've been hearing, but from what I understand, it's a protocol that was built off of Onyx protocol, the XCN coin. And so for processing financial transactions on the back end for customers or institutions, but also for tokenization of different assets for organizations. So I think Onyx coin is going to be something great and it's doing something great. Yes, you have different protocols out there, but I think Onyx coin is one of those great ones and also a great opportunity as far as just hedging against growth and what's going to be out there for the future. And yesterday I was up at one point about 300%, I believe it was. So it went up quite a bit yesterday. So it was cool just to see everything takes time, everything's progress. And but I think all the X's, XCN, XRP, XLM, XDC, they all have their purpose. I see XDC as the copper, if you will, but those are going to be used by municipalities and different institutions, governmental institutions and organizations worldwide. And then also going to be used by XLM with the retail investors. I know they had an additional stake invested actually in MoneyGram. So I know it's been quiet on that, but it just takes a lot to move a big system over, right? With this whole reset. A few years ago, I thought it was going to happen just bam, right, all at once, more in a short period of time, more disruptive. But we've already been in that process. Things have already been tested. I believe a lot of stuff was even being tested and integrated and moved over during the pandemic. What's a great way to do something when there's a lot of chaos? People are distracted. People don't know what's going on. People aren't focused. When you're going with different banking institutions and you go to different ATMs in different locations, I saw that quite a bit when I was in California. And I won't mention the names, but I was like, so they're out for maintenance, or they're offline, or this one's out of service. I'm like, wait a second, as big as you are in these different locations, just no notice, no emails, nothing. And I realized, okay, there's just a lot going on with these organizations. And so you, the customer, is no longer the customer. You, the customer, is now the banks and the large institutions. It is what it is. If you look at the activity and the way things have gone, even when things are being changed, I think banking institutions have their purpose. They can be great. There's jobs created. But when you're no longer treated as a genuine customer, unless you have so many X amount of dollars in the account, I have a problem with that. So I get why with blockchain technology and all these cryptocurrencies that are moving money over, and these rails on the back end, both private and public, it's a great opportunity for many of us individuals to really leverage that to benefit ourselves and to grow. So anyway, I would say look at XCN, really take the time to look at it, look at the charts, of course, and look at it. Is it consolidating? Is it expanding? Right now, it's been kind of consolidating, as I've seen it yesterday and this morning, but it's a great opportunity. And I would also look at this too, as you're looking at each of these coins, the purpose for them. So XLM to me is like the silver, right? Billions of people moving money back and forth across the country. When I was doing financial counseling with the organization, working with employee assistance programs all across the country, a lot of fun. Help people who are making millions of dollars, have millions of dollars in the account, to those who are struggling, working full time and having kids and just trying to make ends meet. But all these people are going to be able to benefit from these coins, these currencies. Pardon me. So XLM is like the silver. XTC is the copper, but it's going to be used by different municipalities and governmental institutions around the world to move hundreds of billions of dollars per minute, hour, seconds, and trillions of dollars every single day. It's a lot faster, cheaper, low carbon footprint for those who are really truly concerned about the carbon footprint. But also it does obviously bring down energy bills and things like that. That's a whole nother conversation. And then you have XRP. I see that as the gold personally. And Litecoin has been quiet. I want to bring that up. I'm like, why has it been so quiet? No one wants to talk about Litecoin. It's faster, cheaper, lower carbon footprint, which means less energy, less cost for people. Both mining Litecoin and also using Litecoin. To me, that's more efficient, right? That was built off of that from Bitcoin, and it's like Bitcoin number 2. But to me, it's a lot better than Bitcoin. But it's been very, very quiet on that. I'm not seeing a lot of conversations. And my question is why? It's not that it's not going to be used. It is going to be used. I saw some other cryptos down a bit yesterday while Litecoin was going up yesterday evening. So I continue to watch it. I see there's great opportunity in it. I've always believed in the Litecoin, and I don't think it's going anywhere, but I believe it's just it's going to be used by different large institutions and large grocers, retailers that we know of. I think they're already been testing it, using it on the back end, and it's just a matter of time. But this year, we're going to see things we've never seen before. And this last thing I'll say real quick is this. Investing versus trading. I had to change my mindset as I've been doing some research more recently and realizing, okay, what activity was more emotional and also more of an investment mindset, trying to mix it with a trading mindset. You can't do that. You're going to have conflict of interest just with your own decision making and even your strategies. So you can do both. There's day traders, you can trade in a minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minutes. There's those who understanding better, they're making money within the first few hours of the hour or two of the day, even within the first 30 to 45 minutes of a market opening, because the tone is being set by the wells, right? They can see the orders that are out there, even with options, whether it's with stocks directly. Of course, when you're doing Forex, you're trading in pairs, so there's a lot more volatility, so the risk is higher. But when you're using prop firms' money, that's leverage. But again, even with that, there's some work you got to do. You don't just jump into that either. So there's a lot of opportunity out there. But so when you're dealing with investing, that's long-term, holding something more over 12 months, I would encourage everybody to invest whatever they're looking at doing. Rhodium is a great investment. Gold, palladium is a great investment. With all the wars and everything going on, the more advancement in technologies, whether it's reverse engineer technology or it's just brand new technology that's being enhanced with what we've had out there over the decades. Rhodium, palladium is going to be used. Silver is always going to be used. But those rare earth metals like rhodium and palladium, you need to look into that. That's a huge opportunity. It's hard to get right now. Even the smallest amount, it's like double what gold is. So those are some things you want to look into as well on the investment aspect. Bonds, that's a whole nother conversation we can talk about later with the municipalities on the roads and whatnot. You have people who are very wealthy who they can invest in bonds and use that money to get a return in the future of a few $100,000 per bond with face amounts of $100 million, $100,000, $5 million. That's why most people don't invest in it or can't even afford to. But we'll talk about that more later as well. But those are some things that you can invest in if you have the money. Obviously, if you're a millionaire, multimillionaire, the bonds and municipality bonds are going to make sense for you. Everybody else, don't worry about it. And even dealing with treasury bonds, things like that, looking at the market. But so much is happening on that level with things going on right now. You just have to really know why you're doing it, what the benefit is, the cost analysis of doing each of those investments. But there's opportunity for everybody. I always believe there's opportunity in a market, whether there's always going to be ebbs and flows. Money's going to move from one place to another place. So right now, the cryptocurrency market's like this, but it's consolidating like this right now. And where's the money going to move? People are always looking for the next opportunity to make more money, right? Well, the value of these other currencies like XCN, LTC, XRP, XDC, XCN, I mentioned, and XRP, and some others are just going to continue to go up. So that's something to take a look at, something to think about it. But until next time, I'm done. I said I was going to keep it short, but welcome to 2025. I'm excited. And with the inauguration, whatever your positions are, when you come to trading, those are short-term transactions, right? You make a profit, know what your stop loss is, and get out and put some money away. Even if you don't sell all of your coins, stocks, whatever it is, know when to take a profit. So you got to know what your enough is enough. Till next time, look forward to working with you, and welcome to 2020, 2025, and look forward to inauguration and how things go in the transition from one guard to the next on Monday and all this coming week. Thank you. Until next time, God bless you.